Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Alright. We're going to do 2 classes today, huh? We're going to do 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. In terms of September year is 2 years since I'm here. Some of you I'm teaching for 2+ years, some is 1, huh? Some of you still behind the level of where you are supposed to be. Not some. Most of you are behind the level where you are supposed to be. So now we're going to have to push it up a gap for you all to be in a 2-year program with the rest of brothers. In America, they are called short class. Short class is after the Shabbat class, and you go back to class 5 days a week. After 3 months, you get a certificate. You cannot join the camp, speak on the street till after those 3 months, if you pass. That class is 24 questions. You have to get all correct. When you get all correct, that's when you fulfill the scripture of everything is balanced. When you're willing enough to be in the camp, to be out there, you speak, the elders can leave you, they trust in your knowledge, and you'll teach whatever you write in that question. Can? So, what the number 12 mean? Deacon, sir. What's the number 12 mean, sir? 12. Yes, the meaning of the number 12. What the number 7 mean? 7 mean completion. Okay, we'll wait for you to complete that door for morning. So you're still on it. So now, after 7, you have 12. What the number 12 means, sir? Who you think no? Point out somebody who you think no. 12. What the number 12 mean? Sister Mayan. You think she know? Okay, Sister Mayan, what the number 12 mean?
Perfection.
12 being perfection. I tell them before. So you see, so when Jacob get his son, everything was what? Perfect. So get me in the Apocrypha, Shaman. Let's go to the book of Esdras. What happened? Shaman, where's the Apocrypha? Get to the book of 2nd Esdras 14. Shama. 2nd Esdras 14 verse 11.
2nd Esdras 14 verse 11.
Read, sir.
For the world is divided into 12 parts.
Oh, God divided the world?
Into 12 parts.
Look at that. I thought you have how many countries? 300 countries. Look at that. So the Most High divide the world perfect. So now what the white man said now today is 10 common market, right? Or he cut it up ECOWAS and European Union, you find 12. So it's unbalanced. Read that again for me, sir.
For 2nd Esdras 14 verse number 11.
Read.
For the world is divided into 12 parts.
Read on.
And the 10 parts of it are gone already.
Meaning the 10 tribes of Israel left. So do you see what the Most High talking about here? So we don't deal with 200 countries. We don't know those 200 countries. So when the Ghanaian think he's different from the Togolese, and the Togolese think he's different from the Nigerians, you look like a fool. Because you walk out the balance of perfection. When the black American think he's better than the Africans think he's better than the black American, you become a damn fool. Because the Most High create everything for you, 12 parts. Read on.
And half of a 10th part. And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore said that.
So you see that? So do you understand what that's saying? Because when Yahushua came in Israel, there was only 3 tribes there. So even though you have 10 and 3, the Most High said what? Half is still gone. Because none of the tribes can function without any. So when the Most High create the world, completion, 7. But when the sons of Jacob come now, and the Most High said, give them their inheritance, the world was divided into 12 regions for each of the tribes of Israel. So the intent, that's why the Bible said the world was created for our sake. Can? So get the Revelation, Shema, 7 verse 5.
Revelation chapter 7, verse number 5. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000.
Of the tribe of Judah was what?
Were sealed 12,000.
So you see, the perfect. So in the Most High picking the elect and the government of the nation, he was perfect into what he's doing. So the tribe of Judah was how much?
12,000.
Read on.
Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000.
Read.
Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. And of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000.
So you see that? So when the Most High was selecting these, it was 12,000 perfectly made. Sister Aisha, stand. Of the sons, which one of the tribe never sealed here? Don't look in the Bible, man. No? Mayan, stand. Close the Bible. Keep quiet. Shema, 2 violations from you. Sister Mayan, which tribe never sealed here?
Done.
Well done. Give Mayan a round of applause. Have a seat. Read verse 5 again, Commissioner.
Revelation chapter 7, verse number 5.
Read.
Of the tribe of Judah
Of
were
the tribe of who?
of Judah
YAHAWAH. Read.
were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000.
Aban.
Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000.
So when he said the tribe of Joseph here, what tribe was he talking here? Ephraim. But you see the Most High do it? Ephraim was not even Joseph's first son, it was Manasseh. But what Jacob did, the blessing what Jacob did, that's how he come here. Right? Read.
Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. After this I beheld, and lo,
Read.
a great multitude.
A what?
A great multitude.
So it's not just them alone saving, but they the first fruit, they the elect, they the government. So after these 12,000 from each tribe seal as government, the Most High said, no, look, John said, I saw a great multitude, the man, woman, and children. Read on.
Which no man could number.
So you see how much of us going to be saved? Read.
All of all nations and kindreds and people
Read.
and tongues
Read on.
stood before the throne
Read.
and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
Palms meaning what? What the word palm means? Zamar, stand. What palm means? Victory. So you see that? So when the Most High say create the earth, 12 part, perfection. So when the sealing happening, the 12,000 each is the government of Israel, perfection. But the government have to seal before the multitude can come in. Do you understand? And it's Israelites that in there all over the world, and he said they have palm, meaning they triumph. You understand me? Because you triumph over everything what Satan sent to you, man. Huh? So Shamat, when you leave there, get me Matthew 10, verse 2, sir. Quickly.
Of Matthew chapter 10, verse number 2. Now, the names of the 12 apostles.
Name of who?
12 apostles.
Look at that. So even Esdras that was there before YAHAWAH, hey. So I care for that. Jamaican. Right? So even though you look at it and you see where Esdras was before YAHAWAH, right? And Esdras said, And Ezra said, look, listen man, they heard creating 12. So now Yahawashi came, and what was Yahawashi doing?
Now, the names of the 12 apostles.
Yahawashi picked 12 apostles. Perfection. You understand me? That's why they teach you about numbers. Add numbers and all this stuff. So in Yahawashi come, Yahawashi give you what? The perfect picking. Right? Read on.
The first Simon.
The first who? Simon.
Who is called Peter. And Andrew his brother.
Read.
James the son of Zebedee. And John his brother.
Read on.
Philip and Bartholomew. Thomas and Matthew the publican. James the son of Alphaeus. And Thaddeus, whose surname was Thaddeus.
Read.
Simeon the Canaanite. And Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him.
So you see that? So all this, so Yahawashi came, and Yahawashi was in that spirit of perfection in terms of what? Picking 12 disciples. Like Yahawashi picking 12,000 from each tribe. Our father have what? 12 sons. Can? So now you go there, go to Acts 7:8 for me, sir.
Acts 7, verse number 8. And he gave him the covenant of circumcision.
He gave who?
Him the covenant of circumcision.
So who did the Most High give the covenant of circumcision to? Awar. See, the Most High gave somebody the power of circumcision. Who was that, sir? Mayana. Abraham. Abraham is the first among us circumcised. So he said, read that again from the top, Shama.
Acts 7, verse number 8. And he gave him the covenant of circumcision.
So he gave our father Abraham the power of what?
Circumcision.
Read.
And so Abraham begat Isaac.
Abraham begat who?
Isaac.
Read on.
And circumcised him the 8th day.
And Isaac was circumcised what day?
The 8th day.
Read.
And Isaac begat Jacob.
And Isaac begat who?
Jacob.
Read on.
And Jacob begat the 12 patriarchs.
And Jacob begat the 12 what?
Patriarchs.
So the question is now, what the word patriarch means? You're going to read and you're going to understand scriptures too. He said Jacob never have 12 sons. He have 12 patriarch. Mariana, stand for me, Mariana. Patriarch. What the word patriarch means? Reading in the book of Acts that somebody told me this man was written by Mark. So patriarch. In royals. What do you think? No. Shema. No. This is my meaning. You see that? That's why when it's time, you cannot be easy, shaman.
Yes.
The day you be easy, you have to put fear in them. That's when you stand up and ask them, they're scared to call the name because you know all house going to come and tumble around them.
God.
You understand me? Mayan! Patriarch, madam. Brewer? You're close. The word patriarch means head. So they will become 12 heads of state. So even though you go there, have a seat. You hear Paul, okay, read that again from the top, Shema.
Acts chapter 7, verse number 8. And he gave him the covenant of circumcision. And so Abraham begat Isaac, and circumcised him the 8th day.
Read.
And Isaac begat Jacob, and Jacob begat the 12 patriarchs.
The 12 who?
Patriarchs.
So this is now Luke that was writing the book of Acts. Luke said our father have 12 rulers, 12 heads. Look at that. So why don't you have to write rulers and heads? As I was talking to Awar yesterday, I was asking him, let me see if hands who here watch a show, Matilda. That little white girl, let me see if hands you watch it, right? What was special about her? Let me hear the first thing what come out your mouth.
She did everything right, so she took care of herself.
What special she did when she taking care of herself? By the time she was 4, what they said she did? Read all the books in the library at 4, right? So by the time she reached 6 and a half, she went to school, right? She could use her mind, move stuff. Could she do it? Even in the movie, you have to reflect back. They said she wasn't normal. She used more mind space than anybody else. But at 4, she read off all the books in the library. And by 6, she could move objects around with her mind. So you see what YAHAWAH said? When we have faith as a mustard seed, we'll tell the mountain, Peter, you can walk on water, but you have no faith, Peter. So you see, all along they're putting it around us. So if you heads and you rulers, why aren't you acting like it? Because you're only going to achieve what you choose to achieve through knowledge. The white man come to Africa and do it. Could somebody come here with a piece of paper and take natural resources and leave paper to you that he controls? We could not do it to our Ghanaian leaders here. Let me go to Nana today and say, listen, we buy more gold than you and the white man and see what he do. He kick you out, he run you away. I hear people here talking, they're demonstrating and police abusing them. But the ones who come in here and leaving with everything, the police see them, put your good morning, put your this. You understand me? But we don't use this up here. Because it said our father have what? 12 rulers. So why aren't we acting like it? Why are we acting like we scavengers? Get me Ecclesiastes 10, verse 5 and 6, sir. Ecclesiastes 10, verse 5 and 6.
Ecclesiastes 10, verse 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
There is an evil which I have seen under the sun.
What Solomon say, see?
An evil.
Solomon say, I see an evil under the sun. Read?
As an error which proceeded from the ruler.
So error is something wrong. But the error that Solomon say, see, he came from who? The rulers. Read?
Folly is set in great dignity.
Folly is witchcraft. He said folly is set in great what?
Dignity.
So folly is an eye. When you turn on the news, guess what you're seeing? Folly. You're listening radio, guess what you're hearing? Folly. Read on.
And the rich sits in low place.
What Solomon said?
And the rich sits in low place.
Solomon said the rich man is in the lowest part of the earth. Read.
I have seen servants upon horses.
You see who?
Servants upon horses.
Servants are the one that ruling us. And the rich man is in the low part of the earth. And he sees servant and high arse. Look at that. Because we forget who we were. We forget who our father was. The Bible tells you everything evolved around 12. Give me John 11:9. 12 months a year, 12 hours a day. The world divided 12 parts. 12 disciples, 12 tribe of Israel. And 12 also mean the walls of Jerusalem. You understand me?
Yeah.
Meaning 12,000, that's the furlong where the wall built in Zion, in Jerusalem. The gates, 12,000 height. Everything evolved around that numbers. Right? Read what you have for me, sir.
Of John chapter 11, verse number 9.
Mm-hmm.
YAHAWAH answered, are there not 12 hours in the day?
How much hours YAHAWAH said?
12 hours.
How much hours the white man tell you is in the time in the day? Huh? The white man tell you 24. YAHAWAH say 12. So right here, somebody is right and somebody is lying.
Gone.
Right? Read that from the top again.
Book of John chapter 11, verse number 9.
Mm-hmm.
YAHAWAH answered, are there not 12 hours in the day?
How much hours YAHAWAH said?
12 hours in the day.
So get me Exodus 24:4. So read that in the gospel. So now we are Exodus 24 verse 4. So you see, you're getting everything about 12 today. Can?
Gone.
Read on.
Book of Exodus 24, verse number 4.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord and rose up early in the morning, and builded an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars, according to the 12 tribes of Israel.
How many altars Moses built?
12.
Look at that. He said Moses built 12 pillars. So everybody have to know your what? Your tribe. You cannot go to Judah tribe to pray if you're not Judah. That pillar is yours. So do you know it? So everything divided into 4 parts. So you have 3 pillars here, 3 pillars there, 3 pillars here, 3 pillars there. Huh? Don't understand. Name me the 3 pillars that was on the south. Understanding. Aisha. 3 pillars that was on the north. Why? Dan, go. Ashar, go. How? Well done. Give her a round of applause. Son, you're wrong. What are you clapping for? So I see somebody reading out the whole Exodus 24 NYC nation. Do you see what I'm saying? Eh? Look at this. Right, continue. Where we left off? Have a seat, don't worry. Give me Numbers 1, verse 2, Shema.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 2. Numbers chapter 1, verse number 2. Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, after their families, by the house of their fathers.
After their families what?
By the house of their fathers.
So you see that. I know it, I think Fanti, you know, go by the mother. In the Bible, it's a father. Okay? Because I don't know, the Fanti picked that up from the Europeans. Because if you don't ask the white Jews when he become Israel, he say take the mother carry seed. They can know it was rejected. So he say, listen, we take it from her mother. But the Most High said, do it concerning to who? The fathers. Right? What verse you answer?
Verse 2.
Read.
The number of their names, every male by their poll, from 20 years old and upward.
From how many years?
20 years old and upward.
Because a boy could not marry until he was what? 20. The boy could marry when he could join the military at 20. The girl could marry at what age? 12, 13. So that's why all over in the Bible you will see the woman mostly older than them. The man mostly older than the woman. Do you understand? Just like in Ghana, you don't have a big age difference, right? What's the oldest man here can marry a young woman? And it's normal.
25.
So can a 40-year-old marry an 18-year-old?
No, 70.
Sugar daddy. When you say yes. But remember, with Boaz and Ruth, Boaz was 80, Ruth was 40. And that age, 80-year-old was still strong enough to make children. That Jesse didn't even get born yet. So that 80-year-old man have to marry that 40-year-old woman for Jesse to come. You remember Jesse, right, man? Okay. So, and then through Jesse come David. Do you understand? But in the Bible, it's always be the man and an older age to the woman. So the Most High said, gather them from what age? 20
years.
Right? Read on.
All that are able to go forth to war in Israel.
Go for to what?
To war.
So at that age, no excuse. Read.
Thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies. And with you there shall be a man of every tribe.
The man from what?
Of every tribe.
So you see that. So although we have a king in Israel, we have a leader over every tribe. So when David come into Israel, David not call all the people. David will call the head of Benjamin, the head of Manasseh, the head of Gad, And then they all sit around the table now, and all 12 of them say, listen, because each head is protection. Each head border each side. But from the west, come and assist us. You understand me? Because there was war happening in Israel already, you know. And I don't forget which king never, I think Simeon. There was war in Israel, and Simeon never knew. And when Simeon found out that the brothers then went to war, Simeon was mad as hell. Simeon said, "Oh dear, you go to war and never invite me." Simeon was mad as hell. You understand me? Because there was war and nobody invited Simeon up because they control that gate, they control the war. And when Simeon found out, Simeon was like, "Hey, you go there and you have all the fun and I'm not there." Because when you go to war, you're getting back war spoils. You understand me? Your husband go to war, you will see your husband coming back with maid servants, gold, silver, concubines, cattle, everything. You understand me? Because you the war, you the first out there in the battlefield, you the first choice. So it was happiness when we go to war. So Simeon said no. Simeon was upset. Right? Read on, sir.
Everyone head of the house of his fathers.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the names of the men that shall stand with you.
Read on.
Of the tribe of Reuben, Elizur, the son of Shedeu.
So now the Mosai picking. So you see Mosai said, Elizur, his father was who?
Shedeu.
From the tribe of what? Read on.
Of Simeon, Shelumiel, the son of Jerushadai.
Mm-hmm.
Of Judah, Nashon, the son of Aminadab.
Read.
Of Issachar, Nathaniel, the son of Zuar.
Read.
Of Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Enon.
Mm-hmm.
Of the children of Joseph, of Ephraim, Elishama, the son of Amihud. Of Manasseh, Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur.
Read.
Of Benjamin, Abidan, the son of Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
Of Dan, Ahiezer, the son of Amishadai.
Read.
Of Asher, Phagiel, the son of Okran.
Read.
Of Gad, Eliasaph, the son of Deuel. Of Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enan.
Mm-hmm.
These were the renown of the congregation, princes of the tribes of their fathers, heads of thousands in Israel.
So even today you're going to Israel. You ask about the black Jews in Israel today, they will tell you preaching here. Don't hold the Bible. Which tribe never mentioned here? May I understand? Close the Bible. Which tribe never mentioned here, Aisha? Who? Shema, violation, right. Manasseh never mentioned. Violation, Shema, right. Stand. Rahash. Which tribe never mentioned here? Well done. Give Rahash a round of applause. Have a seat. Because the Mosai said Levi is mine. You don't go to war, Levi. You stay and protect the stuff then. Make the rest of them go to war and die. You stay back. Kalaya mean join to me. You know what's going to get you. You see? I broke your heart, right? Remember that quotation? Nobody said you were supposed to be happy and share. So you see that? So everything the Most High deal with is 653.
Of Matthew chapter 26, verse number 53. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father?
So Yahawaah, what you do? You don't think I can pray to Yahawah? Read.
And he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels?
How many legions of angels there are?
Word.
So the question is now, who ready for this one? I need a volunteer. Read it from the top again, Shama.
Of Matthew chapter 26, verse number 53.
Read on.
Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels?
So look at that. Yahawaah said, I can pray to Yahawah, and Yahawah can give me 12 legions of angels. I have a question. Who wants it? No charge. Free of cost. If you answer, madness, it just might be. You stand up, Shamar? Oh. Nobody? Isabella, stand for me. Deacon, how you feeling, sir? I have a question. What was the river name that they put Moses on? Yes, that they put Moses on.
The Nile.
The Nile. You sure?
Yeah.
I gave you the exam this morning. Shaman put the Dead Sea.
Hey.
You can't, what's she giving? Angry eye or dreamy eyes? Which one it is? I'm gonna run. It's on B. Everybody will hear. What river did Moses go on? Somebody put the Dead Sea. River Sea. River Sea. So now, Zamar, your question is, madam. When I hear about you and I get a profile, I hear scholars. I came and asked you who is Peter, I hear Papa. I'm asking about the Nile, I hear the Dead Sea.
Yes.
Next thing you might tell me, the whale eat Jonah in the Dead Sea. Eh?
And the 3 wise men.
The 3 wise men, they travel to the Dead Sea. Eh? No, my answer, they were 3 wise men. So now, Sisters Amar, redeem yourself. Everybody on YouTube, Facebook want to see you redeem yourself. How much is allegiance? Because this is YAHAWAH said, I can tell my Father to send me 12 legions of angels to come and defend me. So, how much is a legion? Huh? Speak up. She said 2,000, 3,000? How much? 1,000. Do you hear this, congregation?
Yes.
Who agree with her? Who thinks she right? Who thinks she wrong? Let me see her hands. I never teach her before, so it's no fine. Mayana, how much is allegiance? Stand for me quickly. Because you and Aisha went to Bible school, so I have to call upon both of you. Even this week, Sister Deborah was asking me about Mayana, about the troublemakers in the class, kills with. Sister Deborah said, Mayana will know everything, she will know. So Sister Deborah, I know she on the line watching. So now I face Mayana. So how much is the legion? 1,000, I'm asking you. Give me a number. Give me a number. You just want to be smart. You just think you're smart, right? Do y'all have the term in Ghana, you have a crayfish brain? Do y'all have that term here? It's a big term in Jamaica, right? When they say you have a crayfish brain, do you understand what that means? Crayfish is shrimp. So you know you can look through the fish head and see his brain. So yeah, so she wants to be smart with me now. Legion. Who you think know the answer? Zaman. Stand for me, sir. This is YAHAWAH said. Because you see, when you read the scripture, you just like if you make a post, I pick a word out here, give me something for confident. Give me something for amazing. So the word here is legion. So you cannot just read that past that. So you have to investigate now. YAHAWAH said you can call legions. Let's see how much is a legion if this is a man to be feared. How much is a legion?
Plenty.
You see your forehead look like plenty? You look like the Most High give you plenty of it. Aisha, you went to Bible school. You almost become a nun. You almost become a nun. I almost call a sister. Huh? 10,000? Mayana, how much is a legion? A legion is 10,000 times 10,000. More than like a million. So you see, so you get it, write it down. A legion is 10,000 times 10,000. So YAHAWAH said we'll ask the Father to send him 12 a dose just for a man on the earth. So YAHAWAH is a man to be feared. A legion is 10,000 times 10,000. Do you see that? So Yahawashi said, even the angel in heaven, they in rank. So Yahawashi said, I'm not asking for 1 legion, 2 legion. I'll tell the Father, give me 12 legions. So just imagine how many angels coming for you. Just imagine that. Yahawashi said, don't play with me. Have a seat, man. Let's see. When I go there, I'll be sure to remember your name. Yes. Right? So just keep in mind, Yahawashi shall send the Father to come and do what? Send me 12 legions of angels. That's almost what? 12 million angels for 1 man, for Aaron. Just imagine that. Just to show his might and his power. Huh? So get me Revelation 22 verse 2, Shema.
Revelation chapter 22, verse number 2. In the midst of the streets of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life.
And what is the tree of life? Read?
Which bare 12 manner of fruits.
So eat the tree of life. How many fruits it bear?
12 manner.
So it bears 12 different fruits for who? The children of Israel. That everything that was created on the earth was for our sake. So now here go 12 again become what? In the kingdom, the New Jerusalem, the tree of life there become perfect. It was perfection. 22:2, Revelation. Right? Get me Genesis 49:28, sir.
Genesis 49, verse number 28. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel.
All these are who?
The 12 tribes of Israel.
Read on.
And this is it, that their father spake unto them,
Read.
and blessed them, everyone according to his blessing he blessed them.
So you see that. So the 12 tribe of Israel was the only one that get blessing on this earth. But everybody else get cursed along with the 12 tribe of Israel. But when you talk about blessing, it was only the 12 tribe of Israel that get what? That blessing. Right? Numbers 13:1, sir.
Numbers chapter 13, verse number 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men, that they may search the land of Canaan,
Read.
which I give unto the children of Israel.
Read.
For every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man, everyone a ruler among them.
So Moses, the Most High tell Moses and says, send man into the land of Canaan to spy. And the Most High tell Moses, get the rulers. 1 man from what? Every tribe. So the Most High send 12 tribes, 12 spies to the land, right? How many come back with bad news? Zamar. The Most High sent 12 men into Canaan to spy. How many came back with bad news? Huh? 2 came back. Keep standing for me. Shamar. How many came back with bad news when Moses sent 12 into the land of Canaan? You don't know. It's a 1. One. Aisha. 10 came back with bad news. Name who came back with good news. Name 2 of them. It's simple. Don't we tell you this? Joshua and Caleb. Sit. Get me Luke 2:40 and 40 to 43, Shema. The book of St. Luke.
Luke chapter 2, verse number 40 to 43.
Read.
And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit,
Read.
filled with wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him.
So now, what child is he talking about here, Rahash? So at 12, he don't give his age yet, but he call him a child. And you don't lie, like Right? It's a rock. You understand me? They say when they see him, wisdom and knowledge. So it's not nobody fault your child out here walking on the street like a damn fool. That's your fault. Do you understand? Read on.
Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover.
Read.
And when he was 12 years old,
When he was what?
12 years old,
Read on.
he went up to Jerusalem
Read.
after the custom of the feast.
After the what?
Custom of the feast.
Read.
And when they had fulfilled the days, as they returned, the child YAHAWAH tarried behind in Jerusalem.
Read on.
And Joseph and his mother knew not of it.
So you see that? So YAHAWAH have to go up to present himself to the Most High. At what age? So even you have to present yourself to the Most High at what age? But at 12, you can see YAHAWAH was no novice. Do you see that? You have wisdom, you have knowledge, and you talk to anybody. So at 12, we were novices, man. So we cannot make our children come now, and at 12 they be novices. Because patriarch mean what? A ruler. Our fathers were kings of the spirit. And the Most High said, I have created the earth in 12 parts, man. And I have 12 sons. So do you see the 24 elders come fit right in?
Right.
Everything up here about YAHAWAH. Huh? So get Revelation 29 verse 12, sir.
The book of Revelation chapter 21 verse 12.
Read.
And had a wall great and high.
So the city have a what?
A wall great and high.
Read.
And had 12 gates.
And how many gates is in the city?
12 gates.
So now, the question is, we just read out YAHAWAH have wisdom. Now you see the city have 12 gates. There's no novice can walk through these gates. So what gate are you going to walk through, Rahash? Stand for me. What gate will you walk through, man? Deacon, did you see a report? She came third. So great improvement for the school teacher, not for me. So what gate will you walk through, man? What gate will you walk through, madam? Huh? I don't hear you. What gate will you walk through? You'll be 12 October 28th, right? What gate will you walk through, madam? Okay. Why you should whispering to me? Don't whisper to me. I want to hear you speak. Okay, your teacher did say you was a chatterbox once. Sit down, don't move. Don't even breathe. Read on, Shama.
And he had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. And at the gates 12 angels.
12 what?
Angels.
So 12 angels guarding each gate. So nobody can go and say, listen, Pacha, please. Please. You know, Ghanaian can beg. Please, I beg you, please, Pacha, please, let me through. 12 gates, 12 angels. And you cannot walk here with your white friend, Rahash. I know you work with those white people, you feel compassion for some of them. There is no darkness in Zion. And you want to bring them in. But the angel going to stop you and say, what did you think about it? Do you understand? Read on.
And names written thereon of the children of Israel.
Look at that. So let me see who I make mistake now. What verse you have, sir?
Verse number 12.
Read on.
Verse number 13. On the
5, 3 gates. Read.
On the south 3 gates.
And the south. Oh, those going to come down on somebody today. Why everybody looks so displeased? Read on, sir.
And the wall of the city had 12 foundations.
So the wall have how many foundations?
12 foundations.
He can never build up like that yet in his life, right? Never. So even the foundation of the city is 12. Real?
And in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb.
And now because they going to sit, the 12 apostles, because they going to be the judges of it. Real?
And he that 12,000 furlongs.
How long is the city?
12,000 furlongs.
What verse here?
Verse number 16.
Real?
The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal.
Everything equal. Do you know what is 12,000 furlong? From north to east, from west to south. Right? Read on.
And he measured the wall thereof, 144 cubits.
So look at the wall. So do you see your numbers is important? Because all this is code. And you will tell me 144 cubits is from here to the gate there. No, we're going to have to go into cubit. Read on.
According to the measure of a man.
According to the measure of who?
Of a man.
Read.
That is of the angel.
Mm-hmm.
And the building of the wall of it was of jasper.
Read on.
And the city was pure gold, like unto clear grass.
So that's what New Jerusalem would be. That's what Africa was supposed to be. All the gold where you have here, look at your land. Huh? So get my first Ezra from Mark 5, 41. The book of First Ezra 5.
First Ezra 5, verse number 41.
Mm-hmm.
So of Israel, from them of 12 years old and upward, they were all in number 40,000, beside men servants and women servants, 2,306.
So when the Most High started the age of Israel. So you remember when we grew up, our parents used to teach us that we start to pay for our sins as well? Where did they get that from? So even though you have a child and your child reaches 12, you think you still responsible for him? No. The Most High said that child have to give account for himself. Read first Ezra 5:41 again, sir.
First Ezra 5, verse 41.
Mm-hmm.
So of Israel,
So of who?
of Israel,
Read.
from them of 12 years old and upward,
From what age?
12 years old and upward,
Read on.
they were all in number
They were
40,000.
all numbered at 12. So when you reach 12 in your life, whether boy or girl, it's a significant part of your life. And you have to pay for everything that you do. The Most High said, number them from 12. Do you get that? 49:10.
Sirach 49, verse number 10.
Real?
Now the 12 prophets, let the memorial be blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Let their bones flourish again out of their place.
So look at this, what Solomon said. Of the 12 who?
Of the 12 prophets,
Read.
let the memorial be blessed.
So memorial mean remembrance. So he said, let the remembrance of these 12 prophets be what?
Blessed.
Read.
And let their bones flourish again out of their place.
Let they come back on this earth and they both flourish again. Read on.
For they comforted Jacob.
They who?
Comforted Jacob.
So who was these 12 prophets? Who was these 12 prophets? Show me one scripture where he said they were prophets. But Solomon know it. Because Solomon said, let these 12 prophets, keep them in remembrance. And they bones shall be flourished again. Because they comforted our father. So who are these 12 prophets actually are? Who? The 12? Name them. Hebrew, don't look at the flags. Look in the sky and name them according to their birth. Sit. Read that from the top again, Shama.
Sirach chapter 49, verse number 10.
Mm-hmm.
And of the 12 prophets,
After who?
12 prophets,
Read on.
let their memorial be blessed, and let their bones flourish again out of their place.
Mm-hmm.
For they comforted Jacob
Read.
and delivered them by assured hope.
Deliver them by what?
Assured hope.
So you see that? So those 12 prophets were what? Our fathers. The patriarch. The rulers, the head. Huh? So get Ezekiel 47:13, sir.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 47, verse number 13.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith the Lord God,
Those say to?
the Lord God,
Read on.
this shall be the border, whereby ye shall inherit the land according to the 12 tribes of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph shall have 2 portions.
So because of what? Joseph of Ephraim and Manasseh. So even the land itself, when it divided up, everything divided into what? 12.
The book of Esther, chapter 2, verse number 21.
Mm-hmm.
In those
Esther
days,
2:12.
Esther chapter 2, verse number 12. Now, when every maid's turn was come to go in to King Ahasuerus,
Yes.
after that she had been 12 months, according to the manner of the woman.
So you see that. So even the king makes sure his wife purify herself for what? How many months?
12 months.
Because after 12 months, everything is what? Perfect. So ever to 12. King Manasseh, how long did he rule for? Miami. Mm-hmm. 55 years. What? Get First Chronicles, Second Chronicles 33, verse 1.
Second Chronicles 33, verse number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Manasseh was 12 years old
Manasseh was how many years old? 55 years.
in Jerusalem.
And he ruled it where?
Jerusalem.
So you see the significance of what? Of 12. Done? So get me back Revelation 21:13.
So Revelation chapter 21, verse number 13.
Mm-hmm.
On the east 3 gates,
And the where?
on the east 3 gates,
Mm-hmm.
on the north 3 gates,
Real?
the south 3 gates,
Real?
the west 3 gates.
And on the west what?
3 gates.
Alright, get me Ezekiel 48:30.
500 measures.
So the north side, meaning the north gate, the north region, read on.
And the gates of the city shall be after the names of the tribes of Israel.
Read?
3 gates northward,
Read?
1 gate of Reuben,
Read?
1 gate of Judah,
Read?
1 gate of Levi.
So do you see the gates on the north side? Judah, Reuben, Levi. Huh? Read on.
And on the east side 4,500,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 gates, and 1 gate of Joseph,
One gate of who?
Joseph,
Read?
1 gate of Benjamin,
Read?
and 1 gate of Dan.
So you see who is on the east side? Ephraim, Benjamin, and Dan. Do you see that?
Dan.
Read on.
And on the south side 4,500 measures,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 gates, 1 gate of Simeon,
One gate of who?
Simeon,
Read?
1 gate of Issachar,
Read?
and 1 gate of Zebulun.
So you see, Simeon, Issachar, Zebulun, they control the south borders. Read?
At the west side 4,500,
Mm-hmm.
with their 3 gates,
Mm-hmm.
1 gate of Gad,
Gad,
1
read?
gate of Asher,
Read?
1 gate of Naphtali.
One gate of who?
Naphtali.
So do you see? So when you look at any map in Israel, that's why none of them is not real. You understand me? Because Reuben was over there in Jordan. Reuben land have to go so far back for Reuben to be joining up with who? With Judah. Now remember, if Arad is the land of Judah and Reuben is over there in Jordan, how far a distance is that? And then Simeon is behind Judah. So how far apart from Judah was Simeon. You have to, one day you'll get it. When you can sit on the Mount of Masada, you can examine it, then one day you'll get it.
Is Simeon closer to Judah than not Judah? But Judah on top, and not Simeon below.
Yeah, but Simeon not below. Simeon is all the way around. All the way round. You understand me? So one day, the Most High put it in somebody's spirit to make a correct map for us. But our land take Kenya, Tanzania, all that region. Right? So finish up, Shema.
It was round about 18,000 measures, and the name of the city from that day shall be, the Lord is there.
Right? So do you see? And do you see all the gates then? So everything match up to 12. Because although you see where Judah gate is, right? It said Judah, Reuben, and Levi. It's not Levi, it's Manasseh. It's translation. Because remember, our tribe of Manasseh stay over Jordan with Reuben. So we can read the Bible and know it's a translation issue right there. You understand me? Ephraim came over because where so-called Jerusalem is today, that's Ephraim. Do you understand? Somebody take a phone out and Google something. Google, tell them to show you where in Israel is Lachish today. Lachish. Lachish. Do we show you a map, a picture of the map? Yeah, make it show you a picture of the map. Bring it. Let me use wisdom and allow the scripture. Somewhere it's the last scripture. Hold up your head, don't worry. You'll get blessing in the Dead Sea someday, and that might not be today. Alright, so Lachish. So Lachish was an ancient Canaanite and Israelite city in the borders of Judea region of Israel and the south bank of Lachish River. So now, answer the next question, man. Do you remember I showed you Lachish when he was driving? Yes. Right? So, yeah. Try to get the proper location where they have Lachish. Now Lachish is up there. Okay. Alright, let me see this. So Lachish. Alright. So, Awar, Google how far Lachish is from Beersheba. Let me show you something. Because all these maps is fake. And that's how we can prove them. Come and take this, man. See how far Lachish is from Beersheba. Quickly, this is the last scripture. So, Mayana, we just went through Ezekiel 48:30. Get it and read it for again, man. Look for it, 48:30. Make sure you get the gates.
Ezekiel chapter 48,
38, yeah, 48:30.
verse 30. And these are the goings out of the city.
Make sure you find the scripture. All right. Somebody come and look at this. It's in the back of my Bible, right? So you see, it's showing Lachish all the way up there in Arad, right? Lachish is close to Beersheba. Do you see that? Do you see it? And then Google it. Make Google, ask Google. How far is Lachish from Beersheba? So get it. Read it for Sister Mayana Shama, and then this will finish up.
Ezekiel chapter 48, verse number 30.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the going south of the city on the north side, 4,500 measures.
Mm-hmm.
And the gates of the city shall be after the names of the tribes of Israel.
So all the gates is of the 12 tribe of Israel. Read.
3 gates northward.
3 gate what?
Northward.
Read on.
1 gate of Reuben.
Read.
1 gate of Judah.
Read.
1 gate of Manasseh.
So you see that. So Judah land is in the north. So that's why I tell you in Judges 1:16, Judah, Arad is in the north. So Judah, Reuben, Levi is in the north. But as I said, Levi don't have a gate there. It should be Manasseh. Can? So they control the north border of Israel. Read on.
And on the east side, 4,500.
And then the east. That's why we say east side. We always on the east. Read.
1 gate of Joseph.
1 gate of Ephraim. Read.
1 gate of Benjamin.
1 gate of Benjamin. That's my gate. I know my gate. I make it a duty to know my gate. Read.
1 gate of Dan.
And Dan was up there with us. So when Dan and all of them left, Dan and Ephraim, remember all 10 tribes left, can? Guess who one was controlling that gate? That's why we stay like how we stay. We are warriors. When they left, we said, Judah, we're not going nowhere. We control this path. Read.
Now the south side, 4,500 measures.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 gates.
3 gates on the south, name them.
1 gate of Simeon.
1 gate of Simeon.
1 gate of Issachar.
1
gate of Zebulun.
and 1 gate of Zebulun. Where are they located? On the south side. Read.
On the west side,
Mhm.
4,500. With your 3 gates.
Read.
1 gate of Gad.
1 gate of who?
Gad.
Gad is on the south. Read.
1 gate of Asher.
1 Asher is on the south. Read.
1 gate of Naphtali.
And 1 gate of Naphtali. So no. Just look at this, my brothers and sisters. This is a map they put in the Bible. So if the Mosai said the gate of Gad and Asher is on the south side, could somebody please explain what's going on here for me? Look at this. They have Gad over here and Asher all the way over here. So something not right there. Nothing. Something is wrong. Do you understand? So get me the last scripture in Jeremiah 34:7. When you go into Arad in Israel, that's where you find Lachish.
It says it's 47 kilometers.
From Lachish to Beersheba. So keep in mind, right? That's off. So that's like 25 miles. From Lachish to Beersheba. Can? But keep in mind, the white man tell you that Judah is not in that region. The white man, so ask Google now, how many miles from Jerusalem to Beersheba? Because somebody's lying. Quickly, man, quickly. That's all I ask y'all. How many miles is it from Jerusalem to Beersheba? Because somebody's lying. And we're going to find out all the lies. How much is that? Quickly.
1.6, no, it's 61.1, 3.1 miles.
So that's over 100 kilometers, right? So just imagine that. So let's go in the Bible and find where Lachish is. And see if Lachish can be 61 miles from Beersheba. Now remember in you know, Lachish is Judah territory. So get me 34:7. Jeremiah 34:7, sir.
From Jeremiah,
Start from verse 6.
Jeremiah 4, verse number 6. Then Jeremiah the prophet spake all these words unto Zedekiah,
Read.
king of Judah in Jerusalem.
Read on.
When the king of Babylon's army fought against Jerusalem
Read.
and against all the cities of Judah,
So the Nebuchadnezzar went up against all the cities of who?
Judah,
Because the 10 tribe wasn't there. So when Nebuchadnezzar went up to Jerusalem, he fight against all the cities of who?
Judah,
Read on.
that were left
Read.
against Lachish.
Against who? Is 61 miles from. So read that from 37 from the top again, sir.
From Jeremiah 34, verse number 7.
Read.
When the king of Babylon's army fought against Jerusalem,
Read.
against all the cities of Judah that were left, against Lachish,
Read.
and against Azekah.
Read.
For these defensive cities remain of the cities of Judah.
So Lachish was a stronghold of Judah and Azekah. That's why he call it Ashkelon. That's why you read further in Jeremiah. Jeremiah said, a bastard shall dwell in Ashkelon. All these were city of Judah. But today when you go to Israel, they say Lachish and Beersheba, but yet you have Jerusalem up here, say that's Jerusalem. That's it, yeah, baby. It don't make sense. But you deserve that because you want your enemy to choose for you. You want your enemy to tell you what your kingdom is. Foolishness. How would he know when it's not his kingdom? So he go in the land and tell you anything. He show you Lachish here and he show you Jerusalem here. So now Google how far is Jerusalem from Lachish. Quickly. Because you see when you have your enemy teaching you, you're going to see a lot of foolishness. And question, read verse 7 again for me, Shamak.
Jeremiah 34, verse number 7.
Read.
When the king of Babylon's army fought against Jerusalem,
Who was the king? The first school I visited in Ghana, you was there. I remember singing in the wilderness with Moses too. Right, Rahash? Wasn't she there with Moses? She was one of them taking out her earring to make the golden calf. And you don't know who the king of Babylon is. Zawan, who is the king of Babylon? Here. This king came and fight against your land. And you don't tell me you don't know your enemies.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Who was it?
Nebuchadnezzar.
Give him a room. So read verse 7 again for me, Shaman.
Jeremiah 34, verse number 7.
Read.
When the king of Babylon's army fought against Jerusalem, and against all the cities of Judah that were left, against Lachish, and against Azekah.
Sit, man. So you see that. Read on.
For these defense cities remained of the cities of Judah.
These were the different cities of who? Judah. So, Mayan, do you have something for me? Sit, Makeda. Do you have something for me, Mayan?
Yeah, it's taking me 60 minutes.
From Lachish to Jerusalem. So, how could that possible? That's not even possible. That's 2 hours driving. From Lachish to Jerusalem.
Yeah, because it fake Jerusalem here then.
Yes, that's a fake Jerusalem.
That's a fake Jerusalem because that would be
Up where in the land of Ephraim. You understand me? So when they show you on TV today, say this is Jerusalem. That land is the land of Ephraim. That land is the land of Ephraim. Jerusalem is in. We're waiting on her, Shaman, but we should find it and she's ready to do it. Read, we're waiting.
And they answered Joshua, saying, all that thou commandest us we will do, and whithersoever thou sendest us we will go.
What did he tell Joshua? Whatever Joshua command them, they will do. And wherever Joshua send them, what they say they'll do, they will go. So that's the spirit that we have to have in this last days. You understand me? Because we will be happy, we'll be energizing to do everything else. But you hear some people say, as soon as I start to read, I start to sleep. When you start to spend money, do you start to sleep?
No.
What about eating? I never see nobody fall asleep over a plate of food.
Unless they are full.
Who do you see, actually?
Kids.
Which one?
So unless they are full.
There's none in here. All of these kids eat like a human, they eat for 2 persons. Right? So the Most High said, read it again from the top now.
Joshua chapter 1 verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
They answered Joshua, saying, all that thou commandest us we do.
So that's what our ancestors tell Joshua. When Joshua take us in the land. They say, whatever you commanded us to do, Joshua, we will do. Read.
And whither thou sendest us we will go.
And wherever Joshua sent them, our ancestors said we will do. What did we do that? No. So by rebellion, you see we in this situation that we're in today. Can? Can? All right, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.